love is lost between us.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are having a wonderful Sunday wherever you are, possibly an early Monday morning for some of you. Welcome. It is Remembrance Sunday here in Britain. That's the day when collectively the nation remembers those who have fallen in war. And it was accidental actually that I decided to focus on a song that is a version of a song which is devoted to supporting victims of a current war in Europe right now, being the Ukraine war. I didn't plan it for today, but it's very fitting that it is. So if any of you are wondering what that is, that's a little poppy badge, which is what everyone in the UK or whoever chooses to wears during Remembrance Sunday in memory of the soldiers who fell in the Great Wars and all wars now. Okay, everyone, welcome. This is a very special episode because Shattered Dreams of Ukraine obviously is specifically a charity record, and I'm going to tell you the story of how it came about in this episode, and I have a lot of photographs to share with you. But I first want to have a shout out to the person whose idea this was, and that is Steve Casarino. Steve is a friend of mine who is working on the TV show I told you about a while ago, and it was Steve's idea that Shattered Dreams could be utilized as a charity record for refugees from Ukraine. I'll get into that in a minute. So Steve, if you're watching, how you doing? Steve is also known as Chef Rock. He's a television chef actually in the US. Fantastic chef as well. Okay, let's say hello to a few people. I know Ezria is first, so she deserves to say hello, Clark. Hello, Ezria. How you doing? And Veronica, how are you? Nice to see you again. And Deborah. Hi, Deborah. How you doing? Dave's here. Hello, David. Hello to everyone. Hello to you, David. Nice to see you. And Carlos is saying hi. Hola, Carlos. Neil is saying hello, everyone. Hope you're well. Nice to hear from you, Neil. Hope you're doing well too. And Sherry is here. Hello, Clark. I'll be listening from the States. Glad to be in your audience. Sherry, you're very welcome. I'm glad you could join us from the US. Emma. Hi, Clark and everyone. Hello, Emma. How are you keeping? How's your garden? I'm sure it's lovely right now in the autumn. Claire is saying, hi, Clark. Hi, everyone. Hi, Claire. Good you could join us again. Hope you can make it till the end. I know the work schedule sometimes interferes. Antonia. Goedenavond, Clark. Ik zit met biscuitjes in een kop thee. I think you all know what that means. Goedenavond, Antonia. It is fantastisch dat je hier zijn. Okay, and Lucretia. Hi, Clark. Hi, everyone. Great to be back. Hi, Lucretia. Good that you're here. And I'm just making sure, have I said hello to everyone? Oh, I see. So Deborah's watching from Holland. Hey, Deborah, as I said earlier. Annie. Oops, where are you there, Annie? Good evening, everyone. I'm looking forward to hearing about this collaboration. I've worked with a few families from Ukraine. It'll be interesting to hear from you, Annie, throughout the course of this episode. I'll try and check in with you, okay? So, who else do we have here? Now, I've highlighted this earlier. Nikki's saying, great track. I've just played this on my Sunday show on Hailsham FM 95.9. Thank you, Nikki. I'm going to do a voice ID for you, okay? I'm sorry I didn't get it to you yet. It's been a heck of a preparation for this Journey songs. Basically, Elgato, who is a software company that is involved with the software that I use, suddenly did an update and everything ceased to work properly. Thank you, Elgato. Don't we all love software updates sometimes? So I was struggling just before going on air, which is why I was a bit late. Sorry about that, everyone. But I will get that to you, Nikki. Okay, I've seen the message. I'll get it to you. Andleeb is saying, hi, hello, Clark. How are you? I am good, Andleeb. How are you? Good that you're joining us again. And Lisa is saying, hello, everyone. Hello, Lisa. Good that you're here too. Vanilla Veal Resort. Hi, everyone. I think that's in Thailand, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Nice to see you again. And Sania is saying an interesting, an interesting greeting. Translation: Good afternoon, Clark. How are you doing? I'd love to know how to pronounce that, Sania. I'll look online. That's very interesting. Thank you. Who else do we have? Sue is saying, evening all. Hope you're okay. Hello, Sue. And who have I not said hello to? Setsuko. Hi, hola, ciao, salut, hello, dag, and konbanwa, everyone, and Clark. Setsuko, thank you for covering that again. You've seen I've removed that from the intro. I might reintroduce that, but more on that another time. Okay, everyone, I'm going to zoom ahead, except look, say quick hello to Ciao. Hello, Clark, and everyone. Greetings from Hong Kong. And Sally Ann is saying, hello, everyone. Hello, Sally Ann. Good to see you as well. Kimberly's saying, hello, Clark. Hi, everyone. Who have I not said hello to? Fatima. Hi, everyone. Hi, Clark. I hope all is well with you. I'm so excited for this one. I hope so, Fatima. It's quite the story. And who else have we got here? Zena. Hi, Clark. Hi, everyone. I didn't get the notification. Glad I didn't miss this. Oh, really, Zena? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, there's all kinds of updates been happening on Facebook as well, which is a bit frustrating, but there you go. Sam is saying, good evening, Clark, and everyone. Really looking forward to this evening. I have spoken to a family from Ukraine, and they say they can't thank you enough for what you have done. Sam, that's very, very wonderful to hear. Really, it's the least I can do, I think, as a musician. The least. So let's hope it makes a difference. Choose 80s. Hi, Clark, and all the tribe. Love the new single. Thank you to both of you. Thanks for joining us. Ferdous is saying, hello, Clark. I wanted to say you specially congratulations for making Shattered Dreams of Ukraine. Thank you, Ferdous. Yeah, well, it's got a journey now. That's the thing. This is just the beginning of the journey, because that conflict isn't going to end anytime soon. So we're going to need to continue to support the Ukrainian refugees. Josh, hi everyone from a rainy Scarborough, Maine. I will get colder later this week, but no snow. It will get colder. Sorry, Josh. Okay, we'll wrap up. Okay, it's still disturbingly mild here, not normal for November in Blighty. Okay, Jill is saying, hi everyone, excited for this episode. Who else have I got here that I haven't said hello to? Sorry if I've missed anyone. I really apologise for that. Steve is saying, hi Clark, hope you're well. Shattered Dreams of Ukraine, awesome. Thank you, Steve. Nice one. Really good one. And Moya's saying, hi Clark, hi everyone, I hope you're well. Mum and I are watching from Ireland again this evening. Great, Moya. Great that your mum is with you as well. Thank you. Good to hear from you. And Sab is saying, hello everyone. Saba, hey Saba, good to hear from you. And good that you joined us again. And again, I'm just racing through. Maria is saying, from Argentina today, I couldn't prepare his cup of tea this time. Maria is my wife, who is not here, and I had to prepare solo for this. So, hey, so there we go. Okay, everyone. Soranable, did I say that right? Thank you for all of the hearts. Thank you very much. And that's what we need to send to Ukraine very quickly. Sandy said, I had a vision Shattered Dreams would come back, and what a way to do it. Thank you, Clark. Thank you very much, Sandy. That's interesting. You had a knowing that this was going to happen. Rach says, good evening all. Good evening, Clark. Hope you're well. I am Rach. Hope you're doing good too. And another word from Neil again. Hello, Clark. I'm ready for today's roller coaster of emotions. Yeah, Neil, there's quite a story to tell, and I should kick off soon. We might run a little bit later today, okay, because it's a longer one. Marcia is saying, hi, Clark, looking very forward to this episode. Love this version of Shattered Dreams, and such an impressive and brilliant video. I already shared this with everyone I know. The world is a lot more beautiful with you in it. Thank you, Marcia. That's really kind, and thank you for sharing the video. For anyone who hasn't seen the video, if you can share it as much as you can, we need to get people to see it. Because hopefully it will touch them and motivate them to want to donate to Poland Welcomes, which I'll get to in a minute. But also just playing the video does give us a very small amount of money. It's not much, but hopefully it all mounts up with enough plays. And Vanessa's saying, hello everyone, hello Clark. I hope everyone is doing well. Looking forward to this special episode. Great. Good that you could make it, Vanessa. And Robopol is saying, hi everyone. It's midnight in Thailand. I better get going. And Hala is saying, wow, no buffering. Yeah, Hala, it's finally working. How you doing up there in Scotland? And Annabella, hello Clark. Very happy to be here. Great. If I've left anyone out, and I won't because Alejandro is here. Hola Clark, buenas tardes. Hi everyone, good to see you again and enjoy your beautiful music. Saludos desde Argentina. Another person in Argentina. Hola Alejandro, thank you for joining us. And Vicky saying, morning everyone from Chicago. Starting to get snow flurries here. Looking forward to the story behind the song. Okay Vicky, I'll kick off. If I haven't said hello to everyone, I'm really sorry. Hi, Keon. Hi, Richard. I'm zooming through here. Hi, Clark. Looking forward to this one. Off to see China Crisis on Friday. China Crisis is great live, yeah. I know the guys and people connected to them very well. And Mark is saying, hi, Clark. Looking forward to this one. And your vocals are so pure on this track. Cool, Mark. We'll talk about the vocals because it was... Yeah, it's a different part of me singing there. Sorry, where are we? Roz, hi all. Sorry I'm late. Literally aren't enough hours are there at the moment. It's very true, Roz. Just how I found before I went live. And Thomas, hi Clark from Thomas in Sweden. How you doing, Thomas? Thank you very much for joining us. And Julie is saying good morning from Alaska. Oh, I bet it's cold there. Well, I assume. Maybe it's not. You'd assume it's cold here, and it's not at all. Okay, everyone, I'm going to zoom on. If I didn't say hello, I'm really sorry, but there is someone that I want to say hello to. Very special person, and that is Neil. Neil Midgley, or as everyone knows him, Midge. Hi from Poland welcomes with much warmth and gratitude to you, Clark. Hello, Midge. How you doing, man? Neil is the linchpin of all this. As I said that Steve Casarino, my dear friend, had the idea for this, it was Neil who made this happen. Neil is from Poland welcomes and has quite the history himself. So good to see you here, Midge, and I hope you'll enjoy this one. I hope it'll be, what can I say, glitch-free, and when it comes to playing, mistake-free. It rarely happens during Journey songs, but there you go. And very, very quickly, I'll say hello to Juanita. I've always loved Shattered Dreams, and this special version is amazing. Looking forward to hearing more about it. Welcome, Juanita. Thank you very much. And Keith. And Lou, how you doing? Hi, Clark. Hope you're well. This will be a very interesting Journey songs. Love the new version of Shattered Dreams. Thanks, Keith. All right, everyone. I got to zoom on. I'd love to say hello to more people, but it is such a long episode. So, here we are. Yes, the new single is out. It's only been out a week. Shattered Dreams of Ukraine, a long time in the planning. And Shattered Dreams of Ukraine is, to many of you, a brand new version. In actual fact, for some of you, you will know that a version like this was available on Tomorrow in the early 2000s. But I took that off the album and made it unavailable because I had a feeling that it would be needed for something in the future. And so I reworked it, remastered it, and here we are with the version for Poland Welcomes. Poland Welcomes is an amazing charity, fundacja, in Poland, obviously. And it's set up to support refugees fleeing the Ukrainian war. And most of them are women and children because men of a certain age have to stay in Ukraine to fight. They cannot leave. And they do an amazing job. Their story is remarkable. And let's just start with where they are. They started in February of this year. I mean, literally, the charity started from scratch. And it happened because hundreds of thousands of refugees were pouring across the border when the conflict started, when the invasion from Russia started. And the refugees headed where? They headed to Poland. And they crossed the border, and there in Yarosław, in eastern Poland, We're a group of former high school friends but not in high school anymore, who've done well in adult life and saw this happening and decided they had to do something. Obviously, the government wasn't prepared. Who would be? So it was down to Polish individuals, and haven't they done the world proud? And this particular charity formed from this circle of high school friends, and they've gone from that to running 4 different shelters. And you can see the beds in Yarosław, in Radymno, in Boratin, and the other one that I can never pronounce. Sorry, Mitch. But you can see how close they are to the Ukraine border. So the key here, everyone, is that Poland Welcomes has not been going long, but it has just grown exponentially so quickly because of the dedication of everyone involved, including my good friend Neil, who's with us here, who I keep calling Midge. Sorry if that's confusing. So, let me go back to Steve Casarino. I haven't got a picture of Steve because I couldn't reach him in time to say, would you mind if I had a picture of you on there, but I'll introduce you to Steve at another episode because we'll come back to Shattered Dreams of Ukraine, I think, touching in every now and again. Steve is a chef and a very, very highly skilled chef. He's studied in Paris, in London, elsewhere, and is a TV chef in the US and around the world. And Steve is involved in this TV show that I'm developing with some other people in the States and over here in the UK. And he decided to volunteer to cook for refugees coming across the border from Ukraine for a charity called World Central Kitchen, which has a lot of chefs and cooks and people associated with that world who help them in emergency situations. Whilst he was over there, or rather, sorry, on his way over there, he had the idea that maybe Shattered Dreams could be utilized in some way as a fundraising campaign for Ukrainian refugees. But he hadn't formulated exactly how and for who. And whilst he was over there cooking for the refugees, he was introduced to Poland Welcomes. And he called me whilst he was over there and he said, I found the people that we need to help. They are amazing and they need help. So I agreed willingly. Now, actually, what happened was that the track was recorded and completed, and then the video was made, and then I went out to visit them in Poland. But actually, I'm going to do this in reverse, so you get the measure of the story. So I went out to Poland, and I met the people from Poland Welcomes, and I started off at one of their shelters in Boratin. And this is a picture of me with, on the right, there's Neil Midgley. Next to Neil is Kamil. Kamil is one of the founders of Poland Welcomes, lovely guy. And next to me on the other side is John. John is there helping Poland Welcomes. He is from Ireland originally, came over from Canada though to help. I think via Ireland again. John's a great guy and works incredibly hard for Poland Welcomes. You know, he's a real hands-on guy. So there I am in Boratin, and that shelter is actually being renovated right now, which is why it will look a little bit the way it does in a minute. This is an image of one of the dormitories that they are refurbishing. These are all, new bunk beds, new mattresses, new bedding, and they're going to be having people coming back to this refuge again, this shelter, once it's completely finished. And you've seen a picture of me in front of, the mountain of bedding, all new bedding, all clean, ready to go for people fleeing that conflict. So they're really stocking up and they're really getting prepared. And we'll get into what they're getting prepared for soon. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. So, likewise, what else do you need for women and children fleeing? You need toys, you need educational facilities, you need possibilities for them to take their minds off what they've just experienced in a war zone and give them some healing. And there's Camille in the background, but with all manner of toys and things that actually were there temporarily whilst the shelter is being renovated. But I really wanted you to see that, to get the measure of the multiplicity of needs that Poland Welcomes is answering for these people who have lost everything. I mean, everything. So I then went to meet the Poland Welcomes team, and here they are. And on the far right is Patrick, who is the founder of Poland Welcomes. Patrick it really created an overnight miracle by bringing this into being. And there's his team. They now have 20 people working for them. And that's a lot of people if you think about it. And I'm going to get into that in a minute. So there they are in Yarosław, in their HQ, and also one of their shelters. But I also went into the forest with Neil and Camille to meet Ola. And Ola is pretty much single-handedly managing a shelter which is actually in the forest, and she's doing an incredible job. You know, she's not in the hub of things where everyone is in Yarosław. She's carrying a lot on her own, and she was doing an amazing job. Spoke great English as well. So, Ola, I don't know if you're watching, but it was wonderful to meet you. So, I hope this is all making sense, everyone. I'm going around to the different shelters thanks to Camille and Neil, who are taking me everywhere. And we end up in the largest shelter they have in Radymno. And there's me, and the shelter was at that time being renovated externally. It may have been finished now, I don't know. But a very large place. Now, folks, when I was over there, I heard all manner of stories, and there are various ones that I could share and various ones that, you know, brought me to tears. But I wanted to focus on a young man that I met out there with Camille. Camille obviously knows this young man, as does Neil. And you may have heard me talk about him on radio. If you've heard any of my radio interviews that I've been doing the last couple of days, I've mentioned this young lad. And this is Daniel. Daniel's in the middle. And there we are, sitting in the teenagers' room. They've got a special room for teenagers in the Radymno shelter. And as you can see, they've got a guitar in there, they've got a computer, they've got a little tennis table. And Daniel is about 13 or 14, and you can see that he's on the threshold of being ready to become a man. But there was also a seriousness there, a very deep seriousness, which I wondered about. And what he offered to do was to show us his skills as a boxer. And he's really skilled. And there he is, actually. The punch bag is in the teenager's room, and he was like a professional, incredible, ducking and diving and really going for it. But what was also clear was that it was an opportunity for him to let go of a lot of pain and stress and probably anger about what has happened to him. And that really touched me. This was someone, like I said, who had a very serious look on his face, and we got him to smile for this photograph, just about. But it made me think about the teenagers especially. I mean, the children, of course, and the mothers, of course, but the teenagers, they are at a formative time in their lives. They've probably got school friends, they've got their home life, family, a sense of future. And suddenly all of that is gone overnight. And I know what I was like as a teenager. That sense of future was very important to me, critical. And if it appears to have been taken away, you're in limbo. And then you're in a different country, albeit receiving incredible care, but it's not the same as being at home. And that really made me appreciate what Poland Welcomes are doing more and more, because something that I'll get into in a minute will relate to what the young people are going through even more so, and the women as well. So, in Radymno, I also met some younger children. There's Camille and me, obviously, with some kiddies in one of the dormitories. And this is Camille with two of the children, and they're literally hanging on him. And there's a reason for that. I was amazed when Camille walked into the shelter. The kids just jumped on him. He is their favourite uncle, basically. And he had spent a lot of time with them in the initial phase of Poland Welcomes. And because he had the time available to do it. And they love him for it. And one of the reasons they love him is that Camille is just great with kids. Amazing. But also, they love it because, as Camille explained to me, they have no father figures or male figures of adult age in their lives anymore. They're all in Ukraine fighting. And that means fathers, it means uncles, it could mean grandfathers, it means older brothers. And sometimes they've lost complete contact with them. They don't know what is happening. They try and keep in contact with a phone, with a smartphone. But that's not a surefire way of getting word that someone's okay or someone has survived. And so Camille, in a way, and he didn't mean to do this, but he's fulfilled this role of this father figure, uncle figure, who's there for them. And he's so caring and fun with them, and they actually love him for it. And I will say that, and I hope this is okay that I say this, I don't know if you're watching, Camille, Neil, I think this is important to say, that when we came out of the shelter, me and Neil and Camille were sitting in a car, and Camille just broke down in tears because he said that he simply doesn't have the time to spend with the kids anymore. He's too busy with how big Poland Welcomes has become. And of course, all of those people involved in the charity have to make a living as well. They've got their own businesses, their own work that they have to try and balance. It's very difficult. And he then explained how, the male figures are absent from their lives now, have gone at a distance anyway. And he wished he could spend more time with the kids. And I was so moved by that. This is someone, and these are people who don't just do it because they think it's the right thing to do. They do it because they literally feel it. And if I may say, you saw me acknowledge Neil earlier, Neil Midgley. Neil actually is a former editor with the Daily Telegraph, a major newspaper over here. He's had an incredible journey, which is really for him to tell. But the fact that he's now working for Poland Welcomes and he's such a valuable member with his media experience says a lot about the people involved and their level of commitment. It's so deep. Okay, everyone. As usual, I could talk myself out of having a singing voice, so I'm going to have a quick cup of tea. Tea break. Yep, you can see I've got biscuits there. Oh, I needed this. So, everyone, I hope you're doing okay. I know I'm bombarding you with a lot of information here. And Neil is explaining, sorry Neil, I didn't see this when you said, Kidawowice. Kidawowice is the shelter. Is that right, Neil? Did I get that right? Kidawowice? Yeah, because it's the syllable before the last one that gets the accent, isn't it? Kidawowice is the shelter that's in the forest that Ola is running, and there's a lot of Roma there actually who really needed support in fleeing the conflict. So she does a great job. There's Ola, as they all do. Okay, everyone, I know I'm bombarding you with a lot of info, so what I'm going to do is just say now something, if I may. I'm just going to go back to the Poland Welcomes symbol. I'm going to read something from the website, okay? This is important. We now have more than 20 staff, a monthly turnover of over $100,000 US. That's how much it's costing them to run this, because they're sheltering people, they're feeding people, they're giving them psychological support. There's actually a psychologist there helping people who are obviously psychologically scarred by what they've experienced in the war zone in Ukraine. And supportive donors all over Europe and the US. So there are donors spread out. But UNHCR estimates that up to 750,000 more refugees will flee to Poland from Ukraine in the harsh winter months, which are upon us. Poland Welcomes wants to scale up from 700 beds, which is what they've been able to provide until recently, to 1,300 beds, 1,300 beds. But our funding is not secure. If you can, please donate so that we can continue to do our vital work. Okay, so if you go to the website, www.polandwelcomes.org, this is what you will see. Yes, it's me and Camille and a wonderful little girl who we met out there. I met, Camille knew already, of course. And as you can see, it says, help us rebuild shattered dreams with a regular donation. So they've tied the campaign to raise money in with the song, which is very cool. And what they're asking, and let me just say this, everyone, I know times are tough, so I'm not saying this with expectation of anyone here, okay? And I know some of you have given already, for which I am very, very grateful. But if you feel you can give, what they are trying to do is recommend that people give $10, 10 US dollars, about £9, a month for 5 months. So think about that. It's about $10 a month for 5 months, and get 1,000 people minimum to do that, because that will get them through the winter, or at least help them get through the winter. If we can get more than that, fantastic. But it's a good starting point. It's a good starting point with people being asked to not give a huge amount, but just something that is hopefully for some people manageable. On the other hand, if you can give a huge amount, go for it. Anyway, you can go to polandwelcomes.org, and it's a great little website actually, and you can learn more about them. It's quite interactive, and you can learn more about the individuals involved. So it's a very personal story. So there you go. polandwelcomes.org. Well, everyone, let's do a quick check-in. I have been talking a lot, haven't I? I'm going to do a quick check-in, and let's see. Jill Marie is saying donated. I know you did, Jill Marie. Thank you. And we'll sign up for the regular monthly amount. Also, Jill Marie, that is so kind of you. Thank you for doing both. Thank you. Okay. Who else do we have here? I'm sorry, I'm going to go back so I can speak to everyone, because you all left messages earlier. Marcia is saying boxing is really the best therapy. Now, Marcia, you kickbox, I know, so that's a really interesting comment. You know personally how that is. So, yeah, excellent. It's definitely something he needs to do, and he does very well as well. I hope to see him actually in the future be professional. Who knows? And Setsuko says all kids need someone, right? Setsuko, that is true. They really do. And thank goodness these kids with their mothers have fallen on their feet with the people from Poland Welcomes. They really have, thank goodness. And who do we have here? Filou59, did I say that right? Hello from France. Bonjour or bonsoir. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And Lieb is saying this is a big responsibility. After seeing these pictures, it seems a very big work. It is, and Lieb, it's a huge responsibility, and they've taken it on willingly and really against the odds, because a lot of the donations go to the big charities that we all know the names of. What I liked was the idea, as Steve suggested, that we actually support a small charity, a local charity, who are in some ways are punching above their weight. They're doing things that are far bigger and far more dynamic and needed than a small charity would normally be able to do. They're incredible. So let's see who else we've got here. Um, Anton. Good evening, Clark, and beautiful people. Thank you for the support, this humanitarian mission. Beautiful version of the 80s classic. Thanks, Anton. I'm glad you think so. I hope it does good things for the charity. I really do. Um, okay. Now, let's just see if there's any other ones. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's any other messages I want to particularly pick up on because there's a lot more to cover. I'm sure there are. Um, David is saying so proud of what everyone is doing. Yeah, me too, David. I mean, I feel like I'm doing, I'm doing what I can, but these people are going for it. Halle is saying, "Will donate. Wished I could go over and be the fun auntie as well." That's wonderful. That is so cool. And thank you for donating, Halle. That's really, really wonderful. I love that. Um, okay. Josh is saying the PolandWelcomes.org site will localize itself for donation payments. For me, it shows US dollars. You should be able to choose actually, Josh. I think there's a button where you can choose between zloty, dollars, and pounds, and maybe some more. I don't know. Maybe euros as well. So that should be okay. Okay, Alison said, "You explained Poland welcomes very well. It has touched me and I will make a donation. All children are our future. They are so important." Alison, thank you so much. And you are right. These are going to be the future adults of Ukraine who are going to have to pick up the pieces as the years go by. When this conflict eventually ends, which we all hope will be sooner than later. And Sarah is saying, "We just don't know how lucky we are, do we?" It's true, Sarah. You know what? That is what I felt when I came back from visiting. It does, of course, gives you perspective and measure. And David is saying, "Thanks for the info on Poland Welcomes, Clark. We'll definitely give to this cause." David, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that. When I do Journey songs, I never asked for anything. It's not my way. We just have this wonderful time together, but this is so important. So thank you very much. Okay, everyone. Carol is saying, "Love the new version of Shattered Dreams. It will soon make it into the Heritage chart, I'm sure." Actually, Carol, I was going to mention that. And I feel ill prepared because I don't have the exact information for the Heritage chart. It's a UK chart, and you can vote for the records that you want to be on it. If you look for Heritage chart UK online and see if there's a place you can vote for Shattered Dreams of Ukraine, it just gives it more exposure, and then hopefully more people will donate. So cool. And last, what have we got here? Sorry, Moya is saying, "We'll definitely make a donation and hope to set up a monthly one too." Moya, thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. And my last comment for now, Ros is saying, "I love that you've been able to do something tangible on this very emotive subject. Kudos to you, and we're all very proud for sure." Thank you, Ros. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. Oh, there's someone else here. Broadway Latin Bear, what a great name. Just donated. Love the new Shadow Dreams. It's a beautiful gesture and a perfect fit. Thank you so much, Broadway Latin Bear. I'm sure that's not your name, but it's a fantastic handle. Great. Thank you so much for donating. I appreciate that. And to everyone who has just donated, and I haven't name checked you, I'm sorry because there's so many of you here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I need another cup of tea. I said this one was going to run a bit longer. And it's going to. Or maybe not. So, of course, there's making the record, which I did. Remastered and everything. Turn the light down a bit. And as you can tell, very different version of Shattered Dreams, kind of more soulful. And singing from a different part of me. This was, really the older Clark, and I don't mean my voice has aged. I mean, I'm a wiser individual, I like to think. And And the voice, the Native Americans say that the voice is the mirror of the soul or the spirit. So I think as I have grown more balanced and wiser, I think my voice has changed, and I personally like that. Oh, very quickly, Carol has just found it. heritagechart.co.uk. heritagechart.co.uk. Mike Reed, who's a very famous British DJ who used to present Top of the Pops back in the 80s, very knowledgeable guy, also a composer and recording artist himself. But Mike, who's a good friend of me and Mike Nacito, he runs the Heritage Chart. I know he's going to play the track and he's going to support it. So see if it's up there and if you can vote for it. Okay, thank you, everyone. And Neil is saying, yes, I vote each week. Oh, cool, Neil. That's great. Well, there you go. Go there, everyone, please. Okay. Everyone, what we're going to do now is get into the creative side of it, although what Poland Welcome's doing is creative in and of itself. But the video, special video, I think. Now, the video was filmed here. Yes, you recognise the room and the piano, and this was set up a while ago, and this is proof that it all happened here, the performance side of it. And actually, there you can see two people who were fundamental to making this video. On the right is Rob O'Connor from Styler Rouge. Rob designed all of the Johnny Hates Jazz album covers and all of the Clark Datchler album covers. And Rob actually directed this video. And on the left is Trevor Rogers, who is a fantastic, well-regarded, highly regarded photographer, and he came in to be the cameraman for this. And they both did it for nothing, not a penny. Everyone who's worked on this release has done it for free. And I need to name check the people at Play PR who have contributed, to Dawn, who's been a huge contributor to this, to Adrian, who's working local radio for us. Everyone's done it, what we call pro bono, out of the goodness of their hearts. Amazing. And anyway, there we are setting up, and you can see there's a viewfinder there, and there I am also taking a picture of what is going on around me. And so this is me in action. There's my son who is fanning the smoke machine to create a bit of a vibe, which you might have seen in the video. And yes, it was all hands on deck. And this is what it looked like. This is how that space was transformed. This is just Rob taking a photograph with his phone, just when everything was set up and I was rehearsing. So yeah, it's quite incredible what this room has been over the years and continues to be. Now, as you've seen in the video, I hope you've all seen the video. If not, go to my YouTube page, youtube.com/Clark Datchler Official, and have a look. You can also see it actually on the Poland Welcome's website. That's a better place. You'll see there's some photographs there interspersed with the performance, and most of the photographs, not all, but most, are by a 4 times Pulitzer Prize winning photojournalist called Carol Guzzi. And if you want to know more about Carol, there's her website. She's an amazing, amazing individual. She's been a photojournalist for many, many years. She's covered many conflict zones. Incredibly courageous and compassionate individual. And she very kindly agreed to share her photographs for nothing with us in the video. And just so you know the kind of photographs that Carol shared with us, this is one that you've seen in the video. These are all from Ukraine, all from the conflict zone. Another one which features a little bit later in the video. Pretty heartbreaking. And this one, which has kind of several meanings. Of course, with my focus on time that I've had throughout my work, when I saw this. I had a lump in my throat. It's like time has stopped in Ukraine. This is what I meant about a future being taken away from them. But they're going to have it, and they will reclaim it, and we're going to support them. Okay, so yes, Carol, very important. And once again, Dawn, I don't know if you're watching, but Dawn was fundamental in liaising with Carol to make this happen. So thank you, Dawn. Okay. So let me just see if there's anything else I want to add to this. You get an idea of how the video was made and how it was put together. I also want to name check Jamie Gibson from Styler Rouge, Rob's company, who edited the video together. He spent countless hours getting it right and dealing with my panickiness and me just being astonished at how he put this together. So Jamie, Rob, Trevor, for your very specific input, thank you very much. And doing this for nothing, really as a gift, your gift to the effort to raise money for Poland Welcomes is so meaningful. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Let's just check in, and I think actually we're going to do the song and we will be within time. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. Satsuko is saying monochrome photos are so good for me, aren't they? Just, yeah. Fidus is saying this clock picture makes me think when I saw the clip. Yeah. Sue is saying so much work went into this song and video. Incredible. You know what, Sue? Like I say, it wasn't just me. There was a team who put this together who have just done an amazing job. Where are we? What else do we have? Vanessa is saying, wow, so wonderful you could film the video in your own home. Yeah, isn't it incredible? That's really a lockdown thing in a way where a lot of us have learned to do more things from home. And I didn't think this room would actually double up as a video studio, film studio. But I guess since doing the live stream, that's made a lot more sense. Let's see. Setsuko again. I didn't mean to. Clark, your voice is our treasure, in my opinion. Thank you, Setsuko. I'm sorry, I'm over focusing on one person. I didn't mean to, but Setsuko, you deserve it as well. Keith is saying, Clark, will the new version of Shattered Dreams feature on the Journey Songs 2 album? No, Keith, it won't. And it's a very good thing that you raised. I'm glad you did. Thank you very much. Journey Songs 2 will not feature Shattered Dreams of Ukraine because it is its own thing. I don't want it to just be another track on the album, in the sense that it needs to have a life of its own. I want it to sit almost above the album because the need is so great. So if you want to hear it, it means you gotta stream or download or watch or donate. That's the idea. So I kind of keep it as a fundraising thing very specifically. But I'm really glad you mentioned that, Keith. Good call on your part. Well done, that man. Okay, and Evelyn is saying, hi Clark, long time no see. Hope you are very well. Evelyn, thank you very much for joining us. Fantastic. Okay, everyone. I think we're at the point where it is time for a song, the song. You might have noticed that my drum machine isn't here. Yeah, notice there's a gap. There is a bit of a white space. Yeah, my drum machine is being replaced. And I will explain more about that in a more appropriate time. Cup of tea, everyone. Tea break, coffee break. Whatever you're drinking, I need it, okay? Oh, that's a good cup of tea. Did I tell you that I drink Clipper tea? Yeah, I do. Clipper tea, simply the best. Okay, everyone. Oh, Ezra is saying cheers with plain water. Why not? That's probably what I should be drinking, actually. Okay, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this very special Journey Songs. Let's go to the song now. A lot of you know this song. I think probably all of you know this song, but I will do it in the way that is closest to Shattered Dreams of Ukraine. I've just realised something. I wanted to give you this. Yes, so you can actually see me playing and see me make mistakes. So much for your promises, they died the day you let me go. Caught up in a web of lies, but it was just too late to know. I thought it was you who said they'd die for me. Can't you see you've given me nothing but shattered dreams, shattered dreams. Feel like I could run away from this empty heart. Woke up to reality and found the future not so bright. I dreamed the impossible, that maybe things could work out right. I thought it was you who said they'd die for me. Can't you see you've given me nothing but shattered dreams, shattered dreams. Feel like I could run away from this empty heart. You know you've given me nothing but shattered dreams, shattered dreams. Feel like I could run away from this empty heart. Thought it was you who said they'd die for me. Can't you see you've given me nothing but shattered dreams, shattered dreams. Feel like I could run away from this empty heart. You know you've given me nothing but shattered dreams, shattered dreams. Feel like I could run away from this empty heart. Yeah. So much for your promises, they died the day that you let me go. Come on, let's dream the impossible. I dream the impossible. I still dream the impossible. Yeah, I still dream. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for your support in whatever way you can, whether that's streaming, downloading, watching the video, or making a donation to PolandWelcomes.org. And let me see if I can locate their website again once more. Yes, let's see if we can help them get through the winter to help the refugees of Ukraine get through the winter. So do what you can. I thank you. Let's just see what everyone is saying. David is saying, wow, beautiful. Love your spirit, my friend. Thank you, David, so much. Richard is saying, where are you? Sorry, Richard, I lost you there. That was great. Thank you, Richard. Sonia is saying, this song is universal and timeless. Brilliant performance, Clark. Thank you, Sonia. I felt that one. I did indeed. Broadway Latin Bear is saying, beautiful. Thank you very much. Emma is saying, I can feel my heart broken. You're brilliant, Clark. Emma, thank you so much. That's very touching. Lovely words. And Halle is saying, oh, beautiful. Thank you, Halle. Is saying, hugs to Clark. Thank you. And lots of applause from Setsuko and Sandy. Clark, your passion is there. Bring some sad instruments. Sorry, violins. Yes, violins. I'm not a good violin player, though, believe me. I can play flute. And Jill Marie is just reiterating www.polandwelcomes.org. Thank you very much. And Neil from Poland Welcomes is saying, thanks so much to everyone who has donated. Thank you very much, Neil. And thank you to you. I'm glad that you were with us, Neil. I much appreciate that. I'm going to interview Neil in the coming time and put it on social media so he and I can have a chat, maybe Camille as well. And I'll post it for you to see, and you'll hear more about what's actually happening on the ground from them. They're lovely people. You'll love to meet them in that way, I'm sure. Davina is saying, I love this version of Shattered Dreams, or I don't want it to block the... I'll put it up there. There we go. I love this version of Shattered Dreams, especially with the flute in the end refrain. Greetings from Indonesia. Yes, very good. You caught that, Davina. Yes, it's actually a shakuhachi, Japanese flute, which my friends from Japan will recognize. I hope I pronounced that correct. Probably didn't, knowing me. Neil is saying, please do follow and share Poland Welcomes. Good point, everyone. Go to Facebook, go to the socials, follow Poland Welcomes, and share far and wide. Really good, okay? Very good. And Chow is saying, beautiful version. Thank you, Clark. You're welcome. You're very welcome, Chow. Veronica is saying, brilliant, Clark. Amazing performance. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. I really loved that one myself, performing it. And Neil is also saying, and most of all, huge thanks to you, Clark. Well, Neil, really, it's huge thanks to you and Camille and the whole team for doing what you're doing, because you're doing something that you've had to put all your time aside to do. And I'm doing what I can, but I'm doing it because you people are doing it there on the ground. You're the ones who are putting in the unbelievable effort. So thank you, Neil. And everyone at Poland Welcomes. Thank you. Royapol is, I'm glad you enjoyed that, Royapol. That's great. And Antonio, Clark, Vieni in Italia. I don't know, Antonio. Maybe next year. I know I keep saying that. I really want to, believe me. And Keon. Clark, you've never been in any movies or TV shows. Is this going to be your first time on a TV show? Keon, yes, well, that's a question. That's a good question. Yes, but it kind of ties in very directly with Journey songs. So, Keon, come back next time in 2 weeks and I will explain. Okay? All right. Roz is saying, thing is, what do you say to the folks of Ukraine? Words are so insignificant, but this expresses what we want to say, if that kind of makes sense. Roz, it really does. And that is the job of musicians and, dare I say it, poets, and writers, to do that. We try and express, the collective caring that I think we all feel. So actually, Roz, you articulated incredibly well. Thanks for pointing that out. And Setsuko is saying your shakuhachi is perfect. Thank you very much, Setsuko. All right, everyone. Anne Lieb is saying lovely, Clark, and I'll leave it there. Oh, I will just say Thomas is saying a fantastic version for a great cause. Thank you for your work, Clark. Thomas in Sweden, thank you very much for joining us. Everyone, thank you for being part of this special Journey Songs and for listening to my concerns, which I think are our concerns. Let's support in whatever way we can Poland Welcomes, okay? And like I said, I'll be returning to this. Let me very quickly say before I complete, next weekend is not Journey Songs, as you know, but next weekend I will post a performance-only version of the video. Yes, there's a performance-only version. That is without the photographs. It's different. It's certainly not better. But for those of you who, are really into the music side of it, I think you might find it really interesting. And that's still a donation video, though. It's exactly the same as the other one. It's just to broaden the appeal and get more and more people into it. And, folks, the next Journey Songs is not going to be on a Sunday. It'll be on a Saturday, the Saturday before. Typically, I've forgotten the date. If anyone knows the date, 2 weeks yesterday, basically, I'm going to be doing it on a Saturday. I can't make it on the Sunday. So that's when Journey Songs is going to be, and we're going to be getting back into Journey Songs 2. But we'll be touching in and out of Poland Welcomes and Shattered Dreams of Ukraine, for the foreseeable future. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for joining me and joining all of us and for your great support. And I'm going to say adios. Take care, everyone. See you soon. See you 2 weeks, but on the Saturday, not the Sunday, for the next Journey Songs. And watch out for the next version of the video next weekend. All right, adios.